What's going on, guys? Back here with another video for you. Haven't done a pickup video in, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks or so, maybe 3. I don't know. Got like Disgaea and, Mario Kart and a few other random things like that over the last couple weeks, but haven't really done any actual hunting and picking up games yet. Nico is now gone for the summer. He goes to a summer camp to work every summer to be the cook. He's been doing it for, I don't know, 10 years. So the videos with him, they're not gone forever, but they will be gone for till the end of summer pretty much. So I don't have a hunting partner anymore, which kind of sucks. But typically I don't pick up NES games or Ps1 games all that often. But for whatever reason, I don't know, just happened to want some and saw a bunch. I went to the flea market and then I went to another store today. I was trying to get Hav to come with me. He's in town, so to speak. He's at his parents' house, I guess. He's in Philadelphia, I think. I live in Annapolis, so he, we were trying to work that out, but it didn't work out. But maybe next time. So picked up some NES games, got 7 of them. I only ended up getting one of these cases. I'd love to find a bunch of these. I always try to throw those into the deals when I go to flea markets and stuff. Or sometimes I'm slick about it and just kind of take it off one game and put it on to another one. But the first game I ended up getting was Dragon Warrior. One thing that I thought was strange was, and I can't say that I've ever seen this, but it looks like I'm pretty sure it's not a repro, and I don't know why you would repro this, but it's got the gold sticker on the back. I don't think I've ever personally seen that. However, I don't have a big NES collection, so maybe that's normal. I don't know. It does have a nice crispy label on it. I really don't buy cartridge games unless the label's really good. If it's got a couple scratches in it or dings or dents, that's fine. But it's got to, it can't have half the label ripped off. And I just can't do it unless it's, something really rare. But so I saw this said Data East on it, so I got kind of excited. I know they used to make really good games back in the day. I don't think they exist anymore, and that is Breakthrough. I've never actually heard of this. So a lot of these NES games, I actually got them all really cheap. This guy just kept taking bins out of his van. This is made by HAL America. This is called Air Fortress. I'm really hoping this is a shmup. I don't know anything about that game. And this is made by Sunsoft, so I already know they're good. And this is Spy Hunter. I've always kind of wanted this. I remember playing this a long time ago. I don't know if it was the NES version, but I know it's a good game, so I picked it up. This one, the guy ended up throwing this in for free for me because I told him, I was like, look, I'm at a $60 range at what I wanted to spend, which I was true and not true. It was basically $60 that I wanted to spend with him and then move on to the next seller. So this is actually a pretty big episode. There's a lot of pickups. I haven't done this big of a pickup in quite some time, to be honest. Pretty happy about that. So this is Solar Jetman by Trade West. I've never even heard of this game. Obviously, I'm assuming this is probably crappy or just not a popular game because he gave it to me for free. Either way, cool to add to the collection. I don't know anything about that game yet. This looks cool too. This is called Abydo X, The Deadly Inner War. No idea what that's all about, but that is a sweet looking sticker on it. So it could be cool. I'm guessing it's some kind of you're a space guy and you shoot aliens. I really don't know. And then this one, I don't know what the price on this normally is, but this was, I think I paid $5 or $7 for this, so I think it was a pretty good price. I've always kind of wanted this. I'd like to find the first one too, and that's Gauntlet 2. So I'd like to find the first one at some point in time. So that's all the NES games I picked up. What is that, 7? Yeah. Brain fart. And then another system that I don't really pick stuff up for a lot is Ps1. So this was from the flea market guy, and then also the store I went to. Kind of just a mixed bag here. I was going to put them, together with the way, this is the deal I got from the flea market guy, but then I just kind of put them together per system. So PS1 games. I'd really love to find this on the N64, but I really couldn't pass up on it for $10 for the PlayStation 1, and that's Beast Wars Transmetals. It's a fighting game. As a kid, Beast Wars was... I loved that show. I watched it every Saturday. I believe, if I remember correctly, it came on at 7s and at 10 on Saturdays. So as a kid, man, I used to... Well, obviously, I'd watch cartoons for like probably good 4 hours every Saturday, but this was one show that I just always loved watching. I love the original Transformers too, but Beast Wars kind of came out in the 90s when I was a kid, so it's, you know, it's my business. It's not on Netflix, but if you've never watched Beast Wars, it is pretty cool once you get into it. If you can get past the fact that they're not cars and trucks and stuff, they're animals, beasts. This I've never seen or even heard of this game, so it's called The Amazing Virtual Sea Monkeys. I have no idea what that's about. I looked at the cover, I was like, that looks interesting. Then I looked at the back. Looks pretty cool, to be honest with you. I think it's some kind of puzzle game. I don't know. I honestly kind of enjoy puzzle games, and I feel like the PlayStation has a lot of them. I'm just newly getting into PlayStation collecting. This is a series that I already know and love, and that's Bust a Move. Number 4, these are all complete. The discs are pretty good. I'm questioning some of them, but I think they'll be okay and all work. I don't know anything about PlayStation collecting as far as if I were to pick up a rare game, I wouldn't know the difference between that and a common game, unless it's something like Crash or Spyro or that kind of stuff. I never collected for it. I never had one as a kid, so the whole PlayStation 1 is new to me. I have probably about 60 or so games now, so I mean it's a good bit, but I really it's a huge library. I think there's at least 1,500 games for it, so I really don't know anything about the PlayStation. But when I see games that I've never seen or heard of, I get kind of excited, and really want to enjoy them and play them. So this one's called 40 Winks. I've never seen and or heard of this. On the title it says Move Over Mario, Nintendo Official Magazine. I don't know why that would say that on a PlayStation game, but like that's a quote from Nintendo. I don't know. That's weird. But I can only assume this is some kind of platformer. That's what it looks like to me. Looks kind of cool. Got like a boy and a girl, a little skeleton guy. He's got a candle in his hand. So I don't know. Looks pretty interesting. Could be good. I love platformers. That's probably one of my favorite genres of all time. Another puzzle game. I never see this one ever either. Something I would have picked up. It is Spin Jam. Pretty cool looking game. So far, each one of these was $5 except for the Transmetal. Beast Wars was 10. These were all 5. I don't know what he was smoking when he gave me this for a really good price. He gave me this for 10 as well. I'm pretty sure this is at least a $25 to $40 game, and that's Crash Team Racing. So really happy to finally get that. I think I still need the first one. I have 3, 2, and this. So I still need the first one, and I think there's another one as well on the PlayStation 1. I love kart racers as well. This is another series I would love to see come back. Maybe if the triple pack does well, the Crash triple pack on the PS4, which I'm assuming it will. I think that comes out soon too, like next month or so. Some time frame in there. So here's the 3 good PlayStation games that I've wanted for a long time. All 3 of these came out on the Saturn as well, but they're very expensive on the Saturn, so I'm just gonna have to deal with getting the PlayStation versions. These 3 discs are immaculate. These are from that store. Got each one of these for a good price. Mega Man X4. It is the black label. However, when I left the store, I realized these are not the actual PlayStation cases, so that kind of sucks, but whatever. So Mega Man X4. I've always wanted to grab this. I got this for $15. Usually it's about a $25, $30 game, so that's why I was waiting to find it at a good price, because it's not rare. I just wanted to find it at a decent price. I love the Contra series, and I've always wanted this game, but I never find it at a good price that I'm comfortable paying. And That is Contra Legacy of War. So I paid $11.99 for this, so $12, which I'd say is a pretty fair price. And again, the disc is flawless. And this is the one. This is probably the game I'm most excited for out of everything I got. There's still another stack. I think this only came out in Japan on the Saturn. It's a shmup, and that is Strikers 1945. Awesome shmup. I've wanted this for a while for the Saturn. I still haven't gotten a new Saturn yet because mine blew up. The laser took a shit on me. So I'll get that eventually. But until then, figured I'd grab some PlayStation games. So that's it for the PlayStation games. Pretty good stuff. Get some puzzles, some shmups, some platformers, different varieties of stuff. This one right here is what I can only assume is going to be a rare Wii U game at some point in time. From Amazon, and that's the only site that I know that has it right now. One of my subscribers already he commented on one of the videos about how his got delayed or whatever. Mine ended up coming, and I got it yesterday, which was the 27th, and I think the launch date for it was the 23rd, and that is Darksiders War Master Edition for the Wii U. In many of my Wii U videos, I always said that I would never have this. It's now in my hand. I'm excited to have this and add this to the collection. I actually really love the Darksider games. They're really fun. They're kind of Zelda-esque, meets like a hack and slash. I mean, Zelda's a hack and slash too, but this is more... I feel like there's more enemies on the field when you're playing, so to speak. And whereas Zelda, Breath of the Wild's different. Like all the previous Zeldas, you might fight a couple enemies at one time, but like I feel like with these, a lot of enemies come at you at one time. The puzzles are huge in this game, huge, and they're really fun. I'm about halfway through the second one. I've already beaten this once on the PC, the normal version, and then I beat the War Master Edition, which is basically just a remaster on the PC as well. So I don't know if I really want to open this. It was $20. I kind of might want to replay it on the Wii U. The thing is, I don't know, and it doesn't say if they did anything cool with the gamepad. If not, there's really no point in opening it, but if they did something cool with the gamepad for this game, it could be worth revisiting. I don't know. THQ Nordic. THQ lives on. That's pretty cool. THQ was actually always one of my favorite publishers. They made cool games that I always supported. Alright, so that was from Amazon. This one I got at that store as well. Anybody that's Wii U collecting, I need your help on this because I'm not positive. But Brunswick Pro Bowling for the Wii U. Pick that up. Have the disc right there. I don't know if this comes with a manual or not. I think it's old enough to where it wouldn't have, but I don't know. So if you have this game and you have it open, let me know if it just came with the little online manual thing or if there was a real manual or just an insert or, you know, whatever's in here. If you have this, please let me know because I'd like to know so I can either keep it this way or, you know, get it the way it needs to be. So as most of you know, I'm going for an exclusive set for the original Xbox. I'm getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Let me put these that are all actually exclusives here. 2 of these are not, so I'll go over those first. Well, actually, they could be, so I'll edit that in if it is, and if it's not, then I won't edit anything into the video. But both these games look badass, and I've never seen either of them before. This is Combat Elite WW2 or World War II Paratroopers. I'm just from looking at it from the back, I believe this to be some kind of console RTS game. I really love RTS games, so I'm pretty excited to play this one. Doesn't say anything about it, but the pictures, I don't know how well that'll come out, look like this would be an RTS. So I'm pretty excited to play that. As well as this game, Commandos 2 Men of Courage, looks to be a console RTS as well. So that looks pretty cool. This was pretty crazy to me when I opened it up to feel the heft in it. has a huge manual. It's got like the registration card and everything. So that was kind of cool. I love getting the big manuals and looking at them. Unfortunately, it's in black and white, but it's still cool nonetheless. So this could be an exclusive. I'm pretty sure that I've seen this on PS2. This could be, I don't know, but the rest of these I know for a fact are exclusive to the original Xbox. So I can cross these 5 off my list, and I'm cool with that. This was at one point in time on my list, but it had a huge rip in the insert, so didn't really want that in my complete set, because once I go for the complete set, I'm never going to sell it. So I want these to be in good shape so that I can keep them for the rest of my life. And that is Ultra Bust a Move. So, as I said earlier, I actually really enjoy these puzzle type games and this and that. Bust a Move has always been a franchise that I've really enjoyed, and this is only on Xbox. So, pretty cool. I've been looking for this one for a little while. Unfortunately, when I got home, as I often do when I go to these mega hauls, I end up, overlooking a few things. The manual, it's WrestleMania 21. It's only on the Xbox. The manual on the front is a little water damaged, so that kind of sucks. The disc is mint. All these discs from the store are mint, but so yeah, and it has the WWE sticker. So for all the sports titles, I have all the real cases that have the official stickers on them. This one I'm kind of iffy about. I'm going to say 95% certain it is an exclusive, even though it doesn't say it, to the Xbox console. Could be on PC, don't care about that. And that's Bass Pro Shop Trophy Bass 2007 for the Xbox. Pretty confident this is. There's also Bass Pro Shop's Deer Hunter 2007, which I'm also thinking is, but I'm not positive on that. So this one I'm kind of iffy about. This one I've been looking for a while, is an exclusive, and apparently is a really good game, and it actually supports the HD 480p, which is awesome. That is Dreamfall: The Longest Journey. So really cool game apparently. I don't know much about it, but it has like a lot of awards here on the back saying, the year it came out, that it won tons of E3 stuff, best of show, blah 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 blah. So could be a good game. And this one I've been looking for quite a while. I'm kind of surprised it's this hard to find, or at least it was for me. And that is Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Summit Strike 2. It is exclusive. Took me a while to find it, and one time I did find it, Nico and I were like grabbing for it at the same time, so it kind of sucked, and I was just like, whatever, man, you can take it. So I finally found that. So that's all the Xbox games I got. Let's see here. We got 2 GameCube. Don't ever really pick those up too often. Originally, when I had started collecting, GameCube was the thing that I wanted to go for the most. The full set. GameCube's my favorite system. It's never going to happen at this point in time. There was too many people that jumped onto the GameCube bandwagon and now want to collect for it, which is cool. I love that. I want you guys to collect it. Everybody in the community to collect for it. But there are only so many of these physical copies for all these people who are now collecting to collect. So I have all the good first-party games and all the good, games that I, would rather play on the GameCube for the GameCube. And I slowly, every once in a while, when I see one that I want, I still grab it. So this is a really underrated game in my humble opinion. I actually bought it for the PS2 the day it came out. Then I bought it for the 360 the day it came out. And now I have it on the Cube because I think I got rid of the PS2 copy. And I don't have the 360 copy anymore. So that is Gun for the GameCube. I actually really loved this game. I've played this through many times. It's made by Neversoft. They are the original Tony Hawk guys. So when they did this, it was cool because they were like trying something else and trying something different. You could beat this game in about 4 or 5 hours. Could be less. I know you can beat it insanely quickly because I remember beating it like back when I was younger and poor and couldn't afford games. I beat this many times, just like over the weekend. I tried to do it quicker and quicker and quicker. Really fantastic game. Cheap too. You can get this. I think I paid $3 for this, so can't beat that. Complete, as always. You know that unless it's a card game, it's got to be complete. This is from the flea market guy. I was pretty excited to find this because I remember having this way back in the day on the original Xbox. But this is a game that I would like to have on the GameCube, and that's GoldenEye Rogue Agent. And I didn't know this, but it's a double disc. Both these discs, for a flea market find, are insanely clean. I don't even understand how that happens, but every once in a while you find a nice little gem like that. It even has like the extra little pamphlet in there and everything. So this is the same guy that I got Chaos Fields from. So he actually has a box in his van of stuff that I wanted this time but didn't get. So that was the guy that I only spent $60 with. So he has a bunch of stuff saved in his van for me in like a box. And he actually put Alex on the box. So like I might have created a new hookup to get games. He just closed his game store. So that could be pretty lucrative for me in the future. And again, another system that I never really pick games up for is Ps2. Very seldomly do I do that, but when I do, it's because it's an exclusive pretty much. Unreal Tournament for the PS2 rather. This came out on the PC, but I think that was in the transition time where it would have only came out on it might be on the Dreamcast. I think it might be on the Dreamcast, but either way, I wanted it for this, and it's one of the blue CD games, so those are always kind of cool to get. I always enjoy getting those just because there's not many of them. I wonder if anybody's ever made a list of all the blue CD games, and I have probably about 5 or 6 games that are like that. Those are the early on PS2 games, because they're not actually DVDs, they're CDs. And the last game is a game that I have fond memories with that I've really been trying to track down a nice copy for a long time. This one's mint. This came from that store that I went to. Goes along with one of the other games earlier in the episode, and that's Transformers for the PlayStation 2. This is an Atari game, published and developed by Atari, I believe. Yep. Published and developed by Atari. So this is a really cheap game. That's actually a Blockbuster sticker. I might actually keep that on there just for old time's sake. So this is a fantastic game. If you like Transformers, I can't recommend this one enough. War for Cybertron and what was the other one called? Rise of the Dark Spark was the third one, but that was like the weird one where it combined the cartoon with the movie characters. So that was weird. What was it? War of Cybertron and Revenge. I'll look it up later and I'll add it in. But if you love Transformers, I cannot recommend this enough. And I find it all the time without the manual, because this was probably a game that a lot of kids had and they were just like, fuck this manual. But yeah, so I wanted it with the manual. It's a fantastic game. Lots of locales that you get to go to in the game. This is a nice manual too. So you got Optimus Prime, Red Alert, Bumblebee. Oh, no, that's Hotshot. Bumblebee, Hotshot, Minicon robots, Sparkplug, Longhorn, Jolt, Megatron, Starscreams, Lonus, and there's all the different, medium, small, and large Decepticons you can fight. And then there's the spider tanks, the drop ships, the command units. It's a shooter game, and I think, if I remember correctly, I think Optimus Prime has his orange sword that he has sometimes. I love this game, I really do. It's such a blast to play. There's like jungle levels, snow levels, forest levels. You can transform on the fly. If I remember correctly, it's the triangle button. And I'm pretty sure there's a good campaign and a bad campaign, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I've played this. Since it's Memorial Weekend, I might actually try to bust through this whole game this weekend. But those are my pickups for this weekend. Well, actually this week, really. And for any of you that are Wii U collecting, because I know that a lot of my subscribers are, Amazon, I'm pretty sure, is the only site that has this. It is currently delayed to 2 to 4 weeks to get this, but if you can find it, that's probably the only site you're going to find it. Best Buy doesn't have it, GameStop doesn't have it, Toys R Us doesn't have it, Sears doesn't have it, Kmart doesn't have it. It's only Amazon. I don't know how they got that deal, but they did. And I'm pretty sure that the last Wii U game I always thought it would be this, and then I thought this wasn't going to come out. It's going to be Cars 3. So that comes out June 20th, if memory serves me correctly, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be the last Wii U game. I don't think it's going to be hard to find, to be honest with you. I don't have it pre-ordered yet myself. I did, and then I canceled it, and then I debated on pre-ordering it, but I don't really want to pay $50 for Cars 3 that I'm never going to play. I don't think it's going to be that rare, but it could be. So I'm kind of at that stage of like, do I pre-order or do I not? So, but those are all the pickups for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. I went hiking yesterday, so I'm a little worn out from that. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream or not. I'm going to pop this video out. I might stream today. Might stream some of this stuff. Definitely going to record another collection video for, not sure what system yet, but thinking more of a retro system this time. I've been doing some more, you know, modern systems for the collection lately, so I want to do a collection video for one of the retro systems. But this is a pretty long video at this point. I think we're at like 30 or 40 minutes, so peace out for now, guys. Till next time.
Come here, you mother...